did not leave the situation, but after a couple of years, he left me. So it's like you can say that you want to try and make things work. And for some people, it will work. I'm one of the ones, I tried to make it work, but I guess he couldn't deal with it. So that was on him. Now, and that's in my late 30s, early 40 ages. Now, had it been a teenager or something like that, I'd be like, bro, cut the cord. Turn life support off. Ma'am, they're not even on life support. I don't care. Turn the life support off. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't give them no more medication.
Right. Don't give them no pain meds. I want them to feel it all.
Oh, wow. I hear that. Go ahead and cut it off on real. All right. What about you, Chewy? What would you do in a situation like that?
Well, Cece said, let the bitch die. But me, I don't want to have that kind of death on my conscience. So I say, just go ahead and put him in a coma, keep him on life support until my loved one completely heals up and gets discharged from the hospital. And at that point, hospital staff can do whatever they want.
Right.
Ooh, I like that.
I hear you on that. That way you ain't got to worry about it. I feel you.
Oh, that's yeah, that's what's up.
Saying, taking that kind of life is different from going to war and taking a life.
Exactly.
That's
so
true.
I don't want that on my conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Okay, I hear that. Now my thing is that why y'all put them in the same room together and then called me? I feel like this was a setup from the jump. Because I'm
right. Why did they do that?
Yeah,
man, that would be coincidental.
Right. It's like they didn't have no more room in the other hospital, so I had to put them both in the 2-man room. Like, since I'm hot, I'm already heated. After I get through with her ass, and don't worry, I'm gonna wait till she come home, and hopefully she's not a paraplegic. That way she can carry her stuff out. But I'm getting on the hospital staff too. I'm with the
it's karma.
Exactly.
It's karma. Exactly.
So, like, I just think that just really weird how they put that. And it's a lot of people I had talked to about this over the past couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? And they were saying how they would like to forgive. Like, my thing is what does forgiveness have to do with you leaving? Like, it's just, it's to me, it's unfathomable. I'm not thinking about forgiving them. I'm thinking about, I don't want to even, you ain't coming home.
How long are you in the relationship?
Well, you got long enough to be married. I know that's a good question because some people get married after a month of knowing each other. So maybe this was an affair they couldn't cut off. Maybe the affair lasted longer than the relationship, the marriage.
How do we know it's the side chick? See, or the side guy? It's so many questions.
But
it could just be a friend from work.
Right. It could be. But you know the telling tales when you see the telling tales. I want to say I got this, but exactly where I got this scenario from. I got it from the show American Gods, and in it, the spouse got into a car accident and died, but his spouse ended up with his member in her mouth and not on his body. You know what I'm saying? Like it just completely, she chopped it off during the crash, and had a dick just literally just in her mouth.
Okay, so that's karma. That's crucial.
So Abby, if I can't get that, I'm gonna have to go. To me, I'm not gonna. Hopefully they die, nothing like that. If they're in a coma, I would wait. How long would you leave while they're in a coma, or would you wait till they get out?
Leave what?
Leave the marriage.
No.
Oh, you're not leaving the marriage at all.
I don't. You can't leave the marriage while they're unconscious. I think I don't know if that's even legal.
Well, not necessarily legally, but you let's say you moving on with your life, and then when they get out of a coma, you'll file for divorce or whatever.
Yeah, I'm still gonna, because I want to know. I need questions.
So would you stay in the house?
It's my house, of course.
Well, yeah.
They in the hospital. What? Yes.
All right. Will you
and
move?
Even if they weren't in the hospital, I'm not moving.
They would be moving.
Yeah, obviously because they wanted to go elsewhere. So, yeah, I'm waiting for you to come out that coma. You got some.
What about you, Chewy? What you doing?
Better hope I don't put you in the coma.
Well, say Say that again.
All right, let's say are you going to like end everything while they're in a coma, or would you wait till they get out of a coma to end it, or would you not? Like, how would you go about it? Would you move all their stuff into the basement, or would you keep it where it is? How would you handle that?
And everything while they're in a coma, because you don't know how long they're going to be in a coma. But I think at some point you need to reflect on the possibilities of what you may or may not lose.
Right.
Potentially what you could lose. So, I mean, if you're in a good place, you don't want to step down. You always want to try to step up or maintain.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't know. I would imagine it's an awkward situation because I know a few years back when my father-in-law passed away, there was a similar situation where I guess the ex came into the hospital room, but
Right.
we didn't know it was the ex because we haven't seen her in like in over 20 years, so she had completely changed.
Wow.
When we finally realized it's the ex, things kind of got real crazy at that point.
Dang. Hey, I feel you. That's like right there, slap in the face almost. Hey.
Well, it depends on how you ended the relationship.
Mhm.
If y'all ended the relationship, I guess cool or whatever. I mean, I can only go by experiences like I said with Data and his ex-wife. I text her and she texts me on a regular, and that was my half sisters and brother's mother, before my mama came. But I don't know, I guess it all depends on how that situation ended and the level of respect that they have for each other and the boundaries that you know not to cross.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Me personally, yeah, I'm moving their stuff to their mama house. I'm not waiting on them to wake up. And I'm gonna have all the paperwork there, right on the side tables, like for divorce, right in there. That way, when they do wake up, I don't have to be there to tell them. They can just look over. But would y'all go on the first day of them waking up?
Yes, I'm gonna be right there.
I think if she's a Kardashian, yeah.
Right.
Get that ring.
You gotta get that money. Right.
That part, I hear that. That's real. Oh no, me personally, I'll have to wait a couple of days. Let them know I'm serious about that paperwork being on the side of their bed.
I don't know. I'm saying yes right now. I could be saying yes with a pillow in my hand, making sure ain't nobody looking. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I don't want no bad karma coming back on me. I could be saying yes, knowing good and well. I'm like, no,
Nah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right.
I guess you got to catch me in the moment of asking me, depending on how I'm feeling at that time. I don't know. That to me right there, that's a fair answer.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that. What about you, Chewy?
I'm thinking.
He weighing the options. I feel that.
I'm just saying.
Now let me ask.
I'm just saying. I gotta watch what I say because Cece's right next to me.
All right. I feel that.
Ask for Cece what you do.
I gotta watch what I say so I can eat tonight.
Right.
Ask Cece.
Yeah, ask Cece. What she think?
She's over here smiling and laughing.
Oh, so we know that one. Somebody's not gonna make it home from the hospital.
Right.
I hope it's the person in the coma.
Right.
Exactly.
That part for real. Already. But see, all right, let's say this. But you find out that that person is also one of your friends, the other person, the side piece. You finally find out who it was, or you find out it was your homie, and y'all were supposed to be down like 4 flats on a Cadillac. How would you handle that situation? Would you just walk away from both of them? Would they both have to hear you? What's going on?
Now that situation, yeah, I'm done. There will be, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Speaking from personal experience, just cut ties with the friend and let be gone. Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me too, personally. So you just got to cut them cords.
Yeah,
That's
I
real.
ain't lost no sleep over it.
Right.
That's real.
Right.
That's for me. Hey, I don't know, because I got some shiesty people that
Honestly,
if
so
they
do
did
we.
that. No, I'm just saying, if they did that, I feel like they would want to fight me because I found out. I'm sorry. I really, some people like that. Some people will blame the victim real quick, and it's like, wait a minute. You the one that just backstabbed me, and you gonna treat me like I'm the bad guy? No, hell no. But I think we'll end up fighting. I think we would. And now that Texas is a concealed state, a concealed carry state, it's like somebody might, yeah, like y'all say, may not make it back from the hospital for real.
Nah, man, the paperwork and the legal issues ain't worth it, man. Just
Yeah, you
cut
right.
ties and move on.
You right.
Yep,
Like I said,
exactly.
I ain't lost a wink of sleep since. It's been a long time ago. I'm happy.
I feel
Life is
that.
good.
I wish.
Exactly. I'm not losing my freedom over
Like,
nobody.
that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these people, like, you got to be careful because a lot of these people are idiots and they will flip that script on you real quick. And then you have to defend yourself. It ain't about going out and attack nobody. It's like now that you done found out that they some snakes, they want to come and they get mad at you and want to try to take it out on you. Like, hold on, you the snake.
Yeah. I had a ex to where his girlfriend called me and tried to jump on me, and I was like, wait a minute. How? First of all, how are you his girlfriend and I'm his girlfriend?
Right.
Let's get that straight.
For real.
And now you mad at me for something I don't know, and then the ex comes and he tries to jump on me, get mad at me because I confronted that girlfriend. I was all like, bro, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now I see why you got stabbed the first time.
Yeah, we
You can't keep playing with people's hearts and minds because I'm telling you, if I wasn't afraid of karma,
now we just got a message in our chat room from Charles Johnson, and he says you can't bail while your boo is getting treatment. There is gonna be some hurt feelings, but if love was present, you nurse them back, and maybe you gotta let them go. But after a conversation when everybody has the best health, there would be some questions you want answered. Now my kids are grown, so I am in a better mental mind frame. But with young kids, you tend to want to set examples. I hear where you're going with that. I hear where you're going with that. And you're right. A more mature me would do it. But I'm the immature me, and I do apologize. I am not the one to follow examples. So people, y'all, that's why I want to know what y'all would do. But what you think about that? Chewy, what about you? What you think about that?
All right, what did the guy say again?
He
Kind
said
of confused on that.
Yeah, Charles Johnson, he said that you can't bail while your boo is getting treatment. There is going to be some hurt feelings, but if love was present, you nurse them back and maybe you got to let them go. But after a conversation, when everybody has the best help,
right?
there would be some questions you want answered. Now, my kids are grown, so I'm in a better mental mind frame. With the young kids, you tend to want to set the example.
Yeah, I get what he's saying.
I feel that. I feel it, but
You stay in some situations that you don't want to be in because of young kids.
I was one of them. Well, first, Chewy, what you think about it?
That's a hard one, but I think kids are involved and they're young. Obviously, you want to set the example. You want to be that role model. But if the kids are older, they're old enough to make up their own opinions on certain situations. It's just gonna be one of those It's just gonna be one of those hard conversations where real talk's involved. And at that point, you gotta let the chips fall where they may until they turn 18. And at that point, if there's still a lot of strife or discontentment in the household, well, they're 18. Hey, pack your bags, get out, go do your own thing.
Mhm. Yeah, see, I'm torn between, but I'm not necessarily torn between because I was like this literally was my situation. You know what I'm saying? And I got the kids that got out. I don't know. I just felt like that was a healthier move for everybody in the situation because she just would have had. She just has to go and get her help, and we don't need no young years of trauma, you know, that like that ends up being acted out in the later years in their relationships. Like I feel like waiting, and I know this is probably a little bit, it's almost like changing subject, but when it comes to separation and divorce and kids, I believe the parents have to set the example by doing what is best for them in order to be able to keep their emotional mind state, their mental mind state, and hopefully their physical health intact. Because when you stressing every day, you're killing yourself every day. When you're stressing trying to make something work that isn't supposed to work, people change. People change, and especially if they cheating. I mean, like literally, the Bible says that's the only reason you can get a divorce. It was like you catch her in the bed with your brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, or him in the bed
Then
with your
you
sister.
tested that. Then you start testing the children. No, I'm playing.
Like,
Going down a rabbit hole. Let me stop.
but I feel that's just my personal opinion on that. Is that I think that you shouldn't be saying we're staying here in this situation I don't want to stay in because of the children. I believe everybody should move past any situation that they don't want to be in to position themselves to where they want to be, where they should be comfortable. I don't believe in just because that person over there don't like me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna. It depends. If I'm not benefiting from being in the area or being in the vicinity of a person who I know for a fact don't like me and probably can try to do some harm to me, and I'm forced to defend myself, I'm removing myself from that situation. And I want the children to actually understand that they shouldn't keep themselves in a situation that is not beneficial and it is harmful at best. I had a friend tell me if it's not beneficial, it's artificial.
Yeah, but I guess I can see Charles's point also. I mean, especially if you love that person, you're in love with that person, you know, you in that moment of anger and stuff, of course, everybody, yeah, I want to see him die and stuff like that. But you also have that side that you want to be compassionate and you want to see them at least live, you know. And like I said, there are so many questions that I would want answered. It's like the movie, what's the Medea movie, the Tyler Perry movie
Yeah, like
with Shamar Moore in it.
uh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
But it was like that.
yeah.
You know, the she where she had Charles and he was in the wheelchair and she threw him in the water
Oh
because he got
yeah,
shot. He was paralyzed and she was getting he let her put her out the house and everything, you
yeah.
know.
Then she got to get jump back on. She got back
She got back with him
on
and
her.
stuff like that
No, she got
and
back on
got
her
him on
feet.
his feet. She got
Got
on
him on
her
his.
feet.
Okay, I think.
Yeah, made sure he was okay and stuff like that. Everybody knows he never would even thought about that for her.
Right,
But I guess that was closure for her. And
right,
so she was able to move on in the end. I mean, I get it. That's going out the, you know, Christian way or the
right.
saint way, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know. Like I said, it's too many questions that I would want answered.
I don't know.
And I wouldn't want to jump
What,
to conclusions either.
okay, well, let's ask what kind of questions would you have?
Well, going back to your original scenario, I think, like Erica was saying, or E squared was saying, as far as like having the compassion, I guess from my perspective, the compassion would lie in putting her ass in a coma.
Right.
Right.
Drugs, you know, drug induced.
Right.
I think that's where the compassion lies, as opposed to me saying, you know, no, just pull the plug.
Right.
As far as questions would go, the questions would be not so much for the other person, but so much as my significant other, as far as, hey, we need to figure out where we're going from here. Are we going to stay together and make this work, or are we just going to go our separate ways and deuces, or are we going to go our separate ways and still be like cordial to each other? Because, you know, kids may or may not be involved depending on, you know, each individual's situation.
Right.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
All right, and we also had another guest comment. We have Carl Peters. He said that some people are terrified in being wrong, but when one is right in self-justification, nothing has to be proved to the world. Just as long as the person is able to live with their decision, that's all that matters. I would dread the situation totally. And I feel that same way, you know. And pretty much what he's saying is that if you got to make that choice for you, you can't make that
That was
choice
a good
for
comment.
anybody else. If
Yeah,
you feel,
that was a good comment.
yeah, I mean, you got to make sure that you're comfortable with the decision you make, because we know people that continuously make the same decision of staying in a horrible situation, and we just can't. I'm not going to start to talk them out of it.
Right.
Obviously, that is what they want to be. They feel self-justified by being in that situation or taking themselves out of that
Out of a
situation.
situation. Right.
So that is a good comment. That's I feel like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, well, that's the title of the show. What would you do? You know, I said,
Right.
what would you do? Because you got to do it. You know, not anybody else. It's all falls in your lap. So
Right.
saying that you waiting on God, that's another one I hear a lot. You waiting on the signs from God. I'm pretty sure when you found out, He gave you that sign.
Yeah.
That's
But it's also fear. It's
right.
also complacency. It's also, oh, I'm used to this person. I don't want to start back out there again, and I don't want to get hurt again.
Right, but at least now you're making a decision that's right for you. Yourself, as long as you are comfortable with that decision. That's what I like how you put that. No matter what decision, nobody can tell you if it's right or wrong, and you ain't got to prove nothing to the rest of the world. If you want
Right,
to
but
stay, go
I
ahead.
think if someone's gonna play that God card, the flip side of playing the God card is you also have to be receptive to whatever sign God sends your way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like
Yo, right. That's it.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, I'm just waiting on God to show me a sign." And
right.
here you are, 10 years later, you still use that excuse.
Exactly.
How do you know them signs ain't been there? Either you ain't been looking, or you just been ignoring them, just like we ignore some of these stop signs around here.
I was just gonna say the
Yeah.
same thing. And if you running them stop signs for 10 years, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of cops on your ass right now.
That was me. That was me. I was in that situation.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the signs just straight falling on my head while I'm asking God, please give me a sign. He's like, you want another one? I'm like, pay attention to what I'm doing. And it was because complacency. It was because of those,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, some of those fears. And then after a while, we call ourselves, now we'll just try and make it work, me and you, because we was both making each other look like clowns. You know what I'm saying? We both played in that circus. So we was sitting there, oh no, we'll just be friends, we'll do this and that. And after a while, even that got kind of
Right.
tired. You know what I'm saying? It was like when you look at it, and then one day I was like, you know what? I don't want to say I wasted all those years of my life, because obviously now I'm getting the lesson.
Right.
And
And-
I thank God for that lesson, no matter how hard, how many times I had to keep going through it. But I wasn't ready to leave that situation either until I got ready.
And also, when it comes to God sending a sign, how do we know that that person that's in a coma, that's their sign, and that when they wake up, they treating you all better, they actually more committed to you now? So
Right.
I guess you have to weigh your options right now. You know what I'm saying? And figure, do you know this person? That's key right there. Do you know this person? Because if you know this person, it will bounce back after this accident, wake up out of a coma, and be a brand new person and treat you right. Then stay in it. Roll them dice. Stay in it. Because a lot of the times when stuff like this happen, you hear that they end up rectifying whatever the situation was, and now that person is actually in a better mindset, in a better emotional state now. Somebody takes somebody to almost lose everything in order to get them to see what they have.
Yep.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I just hope it wasn't the car accident wasn't the spouse fault, because I don't want my insurance to go up.
Wow.
Is the other person dead?
Yeah. Did anybody die in this situation? Or they?
Hey, nobody even asked about the other driver.
Bro, I'm cool with my interest rate going up as long as I still maintain my manhood, you know.
Right.
I ain't trying to go out like that.
Exactly, me either.
Hey, that's real. Let me just talk to this other driver and make sure they don't sue me out there.
Right. Here I am thinking, everything cool, and next thing you know, I'm getting all these bills.
Right, right. I mean, them bills would be coming like constantly too, even when the person leaves the hospital. So that's going to be a constant reminder for months on top of months of what happened and how you found out. Like you really like it. I'm gonna tell you right now, it does take a strong person to forgive and move on.
Yep.
And that's the only way you know they love you, boy. Because I'm telling you, if that's ever happened and actually if that person stayed with you, that means that you better feel like you stuck there. You better stay your ass there. That's my personal opinion. Because I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough. In my mind, I'm seeing her in the bed with another dude every time I see her. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not strong enough. I can't do it.
Look past that.
What, me not being strong enough?
No.
Like, because yeah, I mean I've tried. I've been in a situation too, and I've tried, but I don't know. I mean, y'all got some advice? Because I swear I have not been able to. I can't. I think mainly because men are territorial. Men are more territorial. Like women are possessive, but men are territorial. And just seeing another man in their territory is just I don't know. That's just how I feel. So, but
That's a good one.
yeah.
That's a real good one.
So that's I mean, we gotta you gotta like reevaluate your relationships now. Can you
Yeah.
like think about that? If your spouse was in a car accident and they was a paraplegic, would you stay? Or if you found out in a horrible way, like a car accident, that your spouse was cheating, would you stay? Because that would actually be some good questions to ask yourself before you get married.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You're right.
so, but
I don't know.
so
I mean,
I
like
think
I
that's
said,
good food for thought.
right,
right, that
right.
is some good food for thought. I could say probably not, but like I said, I'm not in that situation.
And see,
I kind of was in a situation like I said earlier, but in the end, we ended up breaking up anyway. Yeah, we tried to stay together and stuff like that, but and it wasn't even me. He just decided it was a dumb reason. Let's kind of like on Married at First Sight. Oh well, let's just get a divorce, but still date each other and get remarried again.
yeah, I didn't understand that.
Right.
Why don't you just start dating each other even though you're
Even
married?
though we're
If the
married,
dating
yeah.
ain't working, it ain't working. We had another comment from Carl Peters. He say, life could change in the blink of an eye. None of us are exempt from trauma and devastation. You're right about that.
Exactly.
You're right. And and to me, that would be my reason to leave. I've already experienced that trauma.
Yeah, Eric, you brought up a good point earlier about forgiveness. I think with the whole forgiveness thing, you also have to be introspective of yourself.
Right.
Before you can even maybe confront the word or I just think you have to take a deep look and do an inner kind of like a soul searching type
Right.
thing. Like, man,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, that dude that said that just made that comment. Yeah, that's a good point too. He's on a roll tonight.
Right. Because I mean, if you quit to lose,
no one's exempt from heartache or tragedy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So everybody got to be compassionate of each other, but you also got to be like you said, you got to have that self justification. You got to make sure that you good with yourself, because if you're not good with yourself, how can you nurse somebody back?
You really can't.
So, and so I get like it's you have to be a strong person. You got to be a quick healer. I mean, are you a quick healer? If you're a quick healer, then definitely go for it. Because like you say, life can change. You'll never know what you'll be in, what kind of situation you'll be in tomorrow.
Right.
So, yeah, that was two real good
That
comments.
was real, yeah.
Appreciate that. We're gonna have to get him on the next one. All right, and speaking of the next one, we almost to the end of this one, so I would like to give y'all a sneak peek of what the next round gonna be. Y'all like to know
Are
what the
y'all
next
ready?
Yeah, man. Let me know so we better prepare.
Already. So next Sunday on 9/11 of all days, 2022 is going to be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And what would you do is so you're out and about for a great night on the town with your side piece. Now, walking from restaurant to bar, you pass by your fiance who just happens to be out with their side piece. Do you end the date by getting rowdy? Do you let them continue their date while continuing your own? Or would you leave that person, start an open relationship, or act like it never happened? What would you do? So
I don't know. That's comical, but bruh, that has been so real to me.
exactly. So
Straight personal, and like, wow, seriously, this what we doing? Okay,
hold on.
you show right.
And see, we got another comment from Charles Johnson. He says on the previous one, we were talking about your spouse in the hospital. He said that what I mean to say that I didn't express right is with young kids, I wouldn't want someone else to raise my kids, so I would have to temper my response. I am passionate and proud, so I have to resist the urge to put my freedom in jeopardy. I don't trust the court system to give custody to the best parent. There is a slew of legal things you have to go through. I've seen the family court in action and the decisions given out by some judges. Doesn't seem fair. I've seen dudes get hit with the alimony rope, and I've seen women lose visitation because they were married to someone in the court system and had the court's favor. Foster care, and forget about it. Now, I agree
I agree
there.
with that one.
I agree there. That is actually very, very true because these family court systems they're trash. They're very trash. I got lucky enough in the state of Texas to be able to be a single father. I have custody of both of my children, but even with that, I have to go to one more court date for child support to put her on child support. And they're saying if she don't show up to that, they're going to dismiss the charge. They're going to dismiss the case. And I'm like, so I won't get I won't get the child support that I need? Obviously not. They said that they could open it up in the future. So yeah, you're right. If in a situation like that where you feel like you will be the one that doesn't get you don't want to roll the dice with your children, definitely stay. Definitely stay because there's a lot of people you as you see these news articles, mother let boyfriend rape and kill her oldest child. I'm like, what in the hell?
That's crazy.
Like,
I don't know, man. I gotta side with Dave Chappelle on kind of touching on what old boy said on his comment. If it's her body, her choice, why can't I be my paycheck, my choice?
hey,
Right.
that's a real good kite. I'm trying to tell you, but they ain't gonna listen to that. And they're like, well, you could get a vasectomy. What a part of that has anything to do with what I just said? Like,
Exactly. She could have her ovaries taken out too, but hey, we don't want to talk about
we don't
that.
want to talk about that.
Why she gotta have her ovaries out?
Why we gotta get a vasectomy? I'm just saying. Why do anybody have to do anything? You know? I just feel like in a situation when it comes to pregnancy, sleep with people who you wouldn't mind having a baby with. That I'm telling you, that would solve every problem right there. I used to say wait till you get married and then have kids, but that's stupid too, because ain't nobody waiting that long. Ain't nobody waiting that long. I'm sorry, shit, because I ain't never been married, so I would have been a 40-year-old virgin, like the movie.
Just like the movie.
So no, but that's it. I understand that completely right there. Like if you don't want to throw them dice. You in a state where them states are more mother states than father states, and you trying to sit there and you trying to make it work for that right there is the only time I can actually understand staying for the children because you know this mother is she's a club hopper and she gonna end up with one of them niggas in the streets, and now that my little son gonna be 12 years old packing heat selling crack. So, and growing up in that scenario, I ain't gonna see that for my kids. I'd be damned. So I respect that. I do respect that. So, man, that right there, ooh,
That was a good way to end and wrap everything up.
that's real.
It all came full
That's
circle.
real. So make sure next Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all gonna be right back here with What Would You Do? Like I said, we're gonna read that one more time before we go out. that the next week's what would you do is, so you're out and about for a great night on the town with your side piece, and you pass by your fiance out on a date with their side piece. Do you end the date by getting rowdy? Do you let them continue their date while continuing your own? Would you leave that person, start an open relationship, or act like it never happened? What would you do? So make sure y'all get y'all, hey, go to BOSS Podcast on Facebook and hit that event. Go into the event and leave a video comment of what you would do. We want to hear exactly what you would do, and in a situation like that. We're going to put this up in the chat room. We're going to put the link to the event up in the chat room. And you can always find us at BOSS Podcast on Facebook. And you can find What Would You Do on iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon MP3. And you can find Passionate Love on Spotify. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit us up with that. Anybody got anything to say before we, any shout outs they want to give before we actually leave?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to live music. I know we're coming out of this pandemic. Now, if you ain't going out to your local live events to support some live acts, get out there and do it. 2 years being cooped up sucks.
That. Go listen to you. Matter of fact, you just came back from a great concert, didn't you?
Yes, we did. I'm glad I went. I don't necessarily agree with some of the lyrical content, but the show itself was amazing.
Yeah,
it was a real good Ghost. It's if you don't know or haven't heard of the band Ghost,
okay.
Amazing. We've got some good songs. They put on a really superb production. Good live band to go see.
Already, that's what's up. All right, y'all heard that here. Ghost. It's a rock band, correct?
Yes.
Already. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Ghost. That is a new band I'm hearing that I just heard. I just heard right now with the rest of you. Hopefully that y'all go and check them out. And I'm pretty sure they on Facebook and Instagram. So go check them out and go out there your boy said.
They've been around 10 to 12 years. This is the first opportunity I've had to go see them, and I'm glad I went, man. It was a good show. I had a good time.
That's real. I like that though. Yeah, we do got to get out more and listen to some live music now that we can, man. We didn't appreciate enough before 2019. For real. Alrighty, Miss E Squared, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm looking for a fun-filled season this year. I'm going back to school, so it may be just you on a couple of days, but I'm still trying to make it because we got that homework that's due on Sunday night.
Yep. No,
nothing wrong with further education.
Yeah, it's a lot wrong with. I ain't gonna say it's something wrong with the education, but it's a lot wrong with furthering your education. Boy, they getting mad that we about to get $10,000 a piece.
Hey, squared.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Well, I keep hearing we. I keep hearing we.
Because we are in this together. We are going back to school. We are about to get this second degree. The
right.
shade.
And I ain't never read these subjects a day of my life.
That's all right. We on the dean's list, baby. We on the dean's list.
Hey, that makes me want to go back to school now.
I need to get CC to do some homework too.
That real, right?
Yeah,
Man, 2 heads is always better than one, especially only when one of them was working.
Right, exactly. So I'm just saying, nothing wrong with getting that extra help.
That's real. Hey, George Johnson just said E squared. That should be your topic about this damn college.
No
real.
Kidding.
We'll put that on our podcast, talking but ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to talk about this.
Get that paper, girl. Go get that paper.
I gotta get it. I'm chasing it.
That's real. Hey, if y'all want to join the topics and get on this podcast, all you got to do is reach out to us. Like I said, you can find us on Facebook at BOSS Podcast. You can also find Erica S. Edwards on Facebook. That's ERRICA S. Edwards. Or you can find your boy Shakur Malek. That's SCHACHOR. I'm lying. SHAKUR I can't even spell my own name. SHACHORMLMELK. I'm good God, boy. Whatever I smoked today, I need to go get that. I need that connect again, boy. But already, I want to thank everybody for coming on to the show this evening. It was a blast, and I know this season is going to be even funner. So we're going to definitely keep y'all coming.
Wait. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Already, Chewy, already, Charles, and Carl. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. To all the listeners out there, y'all know how to get in touch with us. Get in touch with us. We would love to have y'all on the podcast and hear what y'all gonna do.
And don't be afraid to call in. Also, leave a comment if you want to.
Right. We'll get you the number if you leave a comment, because I can't just put my phone number out there. I'm not Mike Jones, you hear me? Already, y'all. We out. And this is going to be Angel McCole, where I just want to be with you here on What Would You Do? BOSS Radio, baby. You know. All right.
All right, Jackie.
Hey, Chewy, that was thank you. That was a badass show, man. That was a badass show right there, man. That got me up and running right there, boy. All right, I'm gonna be down there in a minute. I'm gonna end this off real quick with this song, this sponsor. Then I'm gonna head your way.
Yeah, come on down. We got drinks. You know the drill. You know the setup.
Already.
Come on.
All right, one.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, that turned out better than when I was
Yeah.
thinking. And
Who
then we
are
have
these people?
I don't know. Charles.
There's a friend of mine.
Paul.
What does Charles Johnson? Oh, it was him. Good to hear you on the podcast.
Okay. See, people that want to hear, they want to hear you.
Yeah, we talk about real life experiences, but we also, of course, get these scenarios that it's like, dang, what would you do? Because they may not have happened in our direct life, but they obviously happened in somebody's. Thank you for sending in the questions. Those were some awesome questions. Made us think. Dang it.
What kind of spice you put in?
I don't know.
Spicy.
The ketchup? You talking about spice in
You
the,
put ketchup in it?
and then just chicken. Charles said art imitates life. Yes, it does. So you gonna be down there till at 1, 2?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I had to come back and start on.
I'm having problems with this thing
What's wrong?
because it says select your semester, and we're in fall 22.
So you gotta pick one.
The deadline has passed for this application. It won't even let me complete the
You gotta go
application.
spring.
Spring what?
Spring semester.
Spring 2023?
Uh-huh.
CT. I see computer programming, but I don't see construction technology. I don't see computer technology. I don't even see radiology. You gonna turn that water up some? Thank you. I do not see it. It is not here. I don't see computer tomography, and I do not see radiology.
Then that teacher isn't available for that spring semester. You're gonna go into summer.
Summer what?
Summer semester.
She only offers it in the fall.
Then you're gonna take it fall 2023.
She said to have them push it.
You need to call them.
Yeah, I can't do nothing until Tuesday then.
Yeah, they can't push it, but I'm thinking that they just.
Because she said she'll let me in. She's the one that teaches at her and Dr. Wren.
Have you pretty much signed up for everything, right? You just
No.
trying to pick a class?
I can't sign up for nothing because with this application, it won't even let me get past the 2-year junior college. It won't let me get past Delmont. It's not letting me get to pick my classes.
No, that's what I'm saying. But are you set up to pick your classes? I know it's not letting you, but you got everything done up to picking your classes.
I don't know.
And now they won't, like, do you have a profile? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I got a profile.
Then now they can work with you.
Dang it.
Okay, that's probably what they wanted you to do. Is just get a profile. And that way, they can go through it. That's like what the Southwest thing.
Beautiful.
I know Johnny got school tomorrow, but I want to try to bed by 8:30. No, but you're not going to get too used to sleeping in.
Oh, the alarms are still set.
Alarms? No.
You turned them off for a month?
Yeah. Every holiday, it'll ask you if you want to turn them off.
Because it asked me and I say yes. For it to keep going.
I don't know when you did. When did you do that?
Earlier.
This morning?
I wouldn't say this morning. I think you came behind me and rechanged everything.
Okay. Because if you did it this morning, I did it this afternoon. It was probably like, yeah, do you really want these alarms on? Because I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, because exactly what you just said. Not used to sleeping in. So why not keep the routine on the regular work, on the regular school day?
Okay.
I do not see it. So it's not. I'm gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to go in and put it in.
Yeah, I told you that. But we'll act like you came up with that solution yourself. Huh? Who?
Today was a fast day.
Oh. Because we all slept in too late.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still going live.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to delete.